My girlfriend said, "Stop being paranoid about Jake. We're just close friends." I said, "Cool. Then you won't mind if I'm close friends with his girlfriend." What happened at our double date had her seeing red. Original post. I, 31 male, am in the process of disentangling my life, and I guess I just need to write this down to make sure I'm not the crazy one. My girlfriend, Clara, 29, and I have been living together for about 2 years in an apartment that I was already in before she moved in. Things were, I thought, pretty great. Comfortable, easy. We were planning a trip for next spring. And then, about 6 months ago, her work husband, Jake, started taking up all the oxygen in our lives. At first, it was just annoying. Jake said the funniest thing in the meeting. "Jake, and you're the one being weird and insecure." The gaslighting was masterful. I'd end up apologizing just to end the fight. I started to believe it. Maybe I was the paranoid, insecure boyfriend. Maybe I was old-fashioned. Then, 3 weeks ago, I was at a happy hour for my own job at a big downtown bar. And I saw them, Clara and Jake, in a corner booth with another couple. Clara had told me she was working late on a big project. I watched for a minute, my stomach turning into a cold, hard knot. I saw Jake, who was sitting next to another woman, lean over and whisper something in Clara's ear. I saw Clara laugh and put her hand on his knee, while his date or girlfriend or whatever was right there, watching her own menu like it held the secrets to the universe. I saw Clara. I saw Jake. But mostly I saw the other woman. She had this tight, bright, miserable smile plastered on her face. And I recognized it. It was the same smile I'd been practicing in the mirror. Clara and Jake got up to play darts, laughing and bumping hips. I walked over to the table. "Hi," I said to the woman. "I'm Liam. I'm Clara's boyfriend." Her eyes went wide. "I'm Maya. I'm Jake's girlfriend." We just stared at each other for a solid 10 seconds. "They're just close friends," I said, making air quotes. Maya let out a sound that was half laugh, half sob. "That's what he tells me. Stop being paranoid, Maya. She's just Clara." He really said that. Stop being paranoid. Weakly, she said, finally looking me in the eye. It's his favorite. "I'm so sorry," I said. "Me too," she replied. Clara and Jake came back, their faces dropping when they saw me. "Liam," Clara said, her voice unnaturally high. "What are you doing here?" "My work event," I said calmly. "Hi, Jake. You must be the close friend." Jake just kind of grunted. "This is Maya," I said, gesturing to her. "Jake's girlfriend." I was just introducing myself. The air was so thick you could have sliced it. "Well, this is weird," Clara said, forcing a laugh. "Small world. That means a lot." "Yeah," I said, "and I feel bad for being so weird to your friend. And I met his girlfriend, Maya. She seems really cool. I was thinking I should make an effort. Maybe I should, be close friends with her, to show I'm not the jealous type." Clara's smile twitched. "What? You want to be friends with Maya?" "Yeah, we're all adults, right? We can all be friends. You're close with Jake. I'll be close with Maya. It'll be great. We can all hang out." She was trapped. How could she possibly say no? "Oh, yeah. That's really mature, Liam." "Wow. Okay. Cool, I said. So I started. I'd text Maya, strictly platonically. We were actors in a play, and we never broke character. "Hey, Maya, just saw a hilarious video of a corgi. Reminded me of that story you told. Hey, I'm at the grocery store. Do you need anything? Work stress is killing me. Want to grab a we're just friends coffee and vent?" And I made sure Clara saw. I leave my phone, screen up, on the coffee table. The first time she saw a text from Maya, she said, "Oh, you're really talking to her?" "Yeah, she's great. Really funny. It's nice to have a friend, Right, a friend." Last week, I came home a little late. "Where were you?" Clara asked, her voice a little tight. "Oh, just helping Maya build an IKEA bookcase. It was a nightmare. We laughed so hard. Her landlord is a piece of work. I was just giving her some advice." "You went to her apartment? To build furniture?" "Yeah, that's what close friends do, right? You helped Jake with his cat barf emergency. This is just a bookcase emergency. Stop being paranoid, Clara." Her face was priceless. She knew exactly what I was doing, but she couldn't say a word. The final act is tonight. Babe, I called out an hour ago. I made a reservation. 444. For who? Us. And our close friends. Jake and Maya. I cleared it with Maya already. A real double date. So we can all finally hang out as one big, happy, totally not weird at all family. 2, I said, smiling at her. Thanks, Liam. You too. Did you iron this shirt yourself? Maya asked, leaning in. I did, actually. Impressed. Very. You missed a spot on the collar, but A for effort. Let me. And she reached over very slowly and just brushed her fingers against my collar, straightening it. It was the most innocent, non-sexual, platonic touch imaginable. Clara slammed her water glass down. Okay, what is this? She hissed. What's what? I asked, all innocence. My collar was crooked. Maya was just fixing it. Like a friend. Jake, Clara snapped. Are you seeing this? Jake, to his credit, just looked like he wanted to be vaporized. Clara, come on. Let's just order. No, he's doing it on purpose. You're flirting with her. Right in front of me. I turned to her, my voice calm and reasonable. The same voice she'd used on me a dozen times. Babe, don't be paranoid. We're just close. It's how we are. You sound really insecure right now. Are you trying to control who I'm friends with? I watched the blood drain out of her face. She knew the words. They were her words. She just stared at me. You, she whispered. You think you're so clever. I'm just being a close friend, I said. Isn't that the standard we're all operating on? Jake finally spoke up. Dude, okay, we get it. You made your point. You can stop. Stop what? I asked. Stop being friends with Maya? Why? Clara's not going to stop being friends with you. Are you, Clara? Clara was breathing hard. You went and found her? You plotted this? This whole friendship is a scam? No more of a scam than you working late on a project 3 weeks ago, I said, my voice dropping the fake cheer. No more of a scam than you telling me I'm paranoid for not liking you putting your hands all over your friend while his girlfriend sits right there. This is just me, living by your rules, Clara. She was shaking. You're a manipulative, cold jerk. And you're a hypocrite, I said, matching her volume. You know what? We're done, she spat. He just looked at me. You're a real piece of work, man. Me? I laughed. I'm not the one who's close friends with someone else's girlfriend. You two did this. I just held up the mirror. He threw $20 on the table. Whatever. You blew up my life. No, you did, Jake. You just didn't like getting caught. He left. So I sat there, alone, at a table for 4. The waiter came over. Everything, okay, sir. Perfect, I said. Can I get a box for the breadsticks? And the check. I went home. Clara wasn't there. Her closet was half empty. She'd clearly packed a bag before we even left. Around midnight, I got the text. Clara, I'm in it. We are over. You're a sick person. Me, understood. We need to handle the logistics. Clara, I want the apartment. Me, no. Clara, you can't just kick me out. I live there. Me, you're not on the lease. I am. We can arrange a time for you to get the rest of your things. While I am present. Clara, I'll see you in court. You're not getting away with this. Me, getting away with what? Holding you to your own standards? She didn't reply. So now I'm here. The apartment feels quiet. I'm sad, yeah. 2 years is a long time. But mostly I just feel like the constant anxiety of being paranoid is gone. I know this isn't over. The entitlement is just getting warmed up. Update 2, 1 week later. The quiet lasted about 48 hours. Then the entitlement wave hit, and it was a tsunami. As I mentioned, I, 31, am the sole person on the lease for my apartment. Clara, 29, moved in about a year after I'd been living here. She paid half the utilities and for most of the groceries. I never asked her for rent, as I could afford it, and it just felt like the right thing to do while she was paying off some student loans. A decision I am now very grateful for. The first volley came from Clara's sister, Brenda. Brenda, Liam, Clara is a wreck. You completely blindsided her and humiliated her. You need to apologize and fix this. Me, Brenda, this is between me and Clara. She's the one who was having an inappropriate. I am to vacate the apartment for the entire upcoming weekend so she can move her things in peace without being monitored by her abuser. I am to pay her $3,000 for relocation expenses, as I had unlawfully evicted her. I am to give her the sofa, the 55-inch TV, the blender, and the painting we bought together at a street fair. I sat there and just laughed. It was so absurd. I replied with a very short email. Clara, I will be present when you retrieve your personal belongings. Please let me know what day and time works for you. I am not evicting you. You texted me that we are over and you moved out. I'm not paying you $3,000. The sofa, TV, and blender are mine, purchased before you moved in. I have receipts. The painting we bought together. It cost $300. You could buy my half for $150, or I'll buy yours. Liam. The response was nuclear. A 30-minute phone call I let go to voicemail, which was just 30 minutes of her alternating between crying and screaming that I was a petty, cold-hearted monster and a thief. She finally texted, "Fine, Saturday, 10 a.m., and you'd better have my $150 ready for the painting because I'm taking it." Me. That's not what I said. You pay me if you want to take it. Clara, you're delusional. Saturday at 10 a.m., my buzzer rings. I let her up. And who is with her? Jake, of course. He's holding a dolly, looking like he'd rather be having a root canal. Clara, I said, blocking the doorway. He's not coming in. I need help carrying my things. That's fine. You can bring your things to the doorway, and he can take them from there. He is not setting foot inside my apartment. You can't be serious. I'm completely serious. After everything? No, he stays in the hall. Jake just shrugged, leaning against the wall. I'll wait here, Qley. She shot him a look of pure venom, then pushed past me. The next hour was hell. She went through every room, grabbing her stuff. But she also tried to take other things. This months. It was not. It was a friendship. Something you clearly don't understand. I understand it perfectly now, I said. You don't get the painting unless you pay me. Or I can sell you $150 and you can sign a note saying it's all mine. I hate you, she said, her voice low. The feeling is mutual. Now get out. She grabbed her last box and stormed out, slamming the door so hard the painting rattled on the wall. I thought it was over. I was wrong. That was just the appetizer. This Tuesday, I got a registered letter, a cease and desist from some low-rent lawyer. It claimed I was harassing her by, get this, withholding her personal property, the painting, and refusing to return her financial contributions to the shared domicile, the $3,000 she invented. It was all legal-sounding nonsense designed to scare me. I had to call a lawyer. I had to pay a $400 consultation fee just to have him laugh and say, she has no case. This is a shakedown. Don't respond. So this is where we are. She's trying to bully me into paying her to go away. She's trying to use the law to punish me for not letting her walk all over me. It's not just entitlement anymore. It's malicious. And I'm not backing down. This common man is organized. Update 3, 2 months later. This whole thing has been a masterclass in petty, entitled escalation. It's finally over, but it was a slog. A week after I got this cease and desist, which I ignored per my lawyer's advice, I was served with papers. Clara, 29, was taking me to small claims court. She was suing me for $5,000. The claim list was incredible. It was a work of pure fiction. $1,500 for her half of the security deposit. I paid the entire deposit 2 years before she moved in. I have the bank statement. $1,000 for wrongful eviction and emotional distress. She left. She broke up with me. I have the texts. $2,500 for community property she was forced to leave behind. This included the sofa, the TV. Me. This makes me uncomfortable. Her. We are so done. I'm staying at my sister's. My lawyer told me to include this one. My email exchange offering to split the cost of the only shared asset, the painting. Tab E. The receipt for the painting. $300. And the Zelle transaction from her, dated the next day, for $150 with the memo painting. I was ready. D-Day. We're in this small, drab courtroom. No lawyers, just a mediator acting as a judge. Clara is there, with her sister Brenda for support. Jake is nowhere to be seen. More on that later. Claire goes first. She cries. She tells the judge I was jealous and controlling, that I isolated her from her friends, i.e. Jake, that I conspired with Maya to publicly humiliate her. And then, the kicker, he got violent, Your Honor. He threw me out. He locked the door and wouldn't let me back in. I had to leave with nothing but the clothes on my back. My blood ran cold. This was a lie. A dangerous, life-altering lie. Brenda nodded solemnly from the back row. It was my turn. I was shaking, but I just opened my binder. Your Honor, this is not what happened. I calmly presented the lease, the deposit payment, then the texts. This is the text from Ms. Clara on the night of the double date, stating we are so done. And this is the text from her. I'm staying at my sister's tonight. She was never locked out. She left. The judge read them. His face was unreadable. And her claim of community property, I said, my voice getting stronger. Here are the receipts for the sofa, the television, and the blender, all purchased by me before she moved in. What about the painting? The judge asked. The painting, I said, is the only thing we own together. It cost $300. Here is the receipt. And here, I pulled out the final page, is the Zelle transaction from Ms. Clara for $150 for her half. I never withheld it. I offered to buy her out or have her buy me out. She refused. The judge, as it belongs to Mr. Liam, you have no claim to the deposit. You were not evicted. He looked at me. As for the painting, it's a shared asset. You two need to figure it out. I can't order one of you to sell to the other. My advice is to sell it and split the money. But this case is over. He banged his gavel. Clara was livid. She was bright red. You liar, she screamed at me, right there in the hall. You brought receipts? What kind of psycho keeps receipts? An organized one, I said. It's over, Clara. Go away. This isn't over. Brenda yelled, getting in my face. You'll pay for this. No, he won't, I said. He just won. Now if you'll excuse me. I walked away. The revenge? It's not some big, flashy win. It's that her lies didn't work. Her entitlement hit a brick wall called documentation. She didn't get a payout. She just lost. She exposed herself as a liar and a grifter in a court of law, all for nothing. She tried to use the system against me, and the system, for once, actually worked. I heard from Maya a few days later. She dumped Jake right after the double date. Apparently, he and Clara did try to make a go of it. It lasted about 3 weeks until they realized that what they liked was the sneaking around, not each other. Jake's emotional support was just a ploy for attention, and Clara's close friendship was just a safety net she was building. Once it was their only option, they couldn't stand each other. Last Maya heard, Jake was trying to get back with her. She blocked him. As for the painting, I texted Clara one last time. My offer stands. $150 and I'll drop it at your sister's curb. Or you can give me $150 and come get it. Or we could just cut it in half. Your call. She sent me $150. She came by the next day. While I was at work, I left it with my building manager and picked it up. She got her stupid painting. And I got my $150, which perfectly covered my initial lawyer consultation and my court filing fees. I don't feel like a hero. I just feel done. I'm at $150, my half of the painting.